Yeah, you're all. We are live. I know we have a match, a final, but I won't talk too much this evening, so we can go to see the final World Cup. But we talked this evening about the resilience and how we overcome the crisis in our life. First, I would like to thank you all for the fact that you subscribe to this channel. Thank you. And I thank you in advance for the new one, because in this way you are supporting me and the two wonderful people behind me. And I thank you in advance. Yes, my name is Kristina Mat, and for 2 years I started this wonderful project, Your Divinity. I am so glad that I am developing this project and also the therapies for my customers, and I'm looking forward to see one on another here, online or live, for a consultation. Thank you very much in advance. Now let's talk about the resilience, how we overcome the crisis situation. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks, stress, and crisis. Emerging stronger from these experiences. And it encompasses both psychological and emotional aspects and describes how well one copes with challenges, how we learn to overcome these challenges. It is also very, very important. First, this ability to overcome the crisis, how we discover it. Is something new, is something special, or we can take step by step. You can use the following approaches. First, we are the most intelligent and beautiful beings on this planet, the humans. We can have a self-reflection, take time for all the media, all the things which are not important, and consider how have you reacted to stressful situation in the past. Write them down. Maybe you see that you are wonderful and you are capable. You don't have to go somewhere else. In the end, if you are deep in a crisis and you cannot overcome, you can take help. But first, learn yourself, to be yourself, to see what are you able to do. And this is the most important thing. And what were your strategies to overcome the crisis? It's the first step. The second one is just take a feedback from others. Ask friends or family for their assessment of how you respond in crisis situation. And you will become maybe a new person. You will see a new facet of your own personality. Because you are the most critical person to yourself. And maybe the statement of your friends or your family give you much more about your capabilities and support you and say, oh, I've done right in this moment and I wasn't sure. And this is the most important thing, to realize and to take this feedback from other one and to integrate. Even it's not good one. You took the bad decision, I don't say the bad, but you took a decision which kept you in this crisis. And it happened. No one is perfect. But learn from the other one and you will adapt it and you go your own way. This is the most important thing. Another way to recognize ourselves is the emotional intelligence. Pay attention to your own emotions and those of the people around you during challenging times. It's very helpful. How I react, and I take a look and see how is the reaction of the other person. because it's act and react in this emotional challenge, this energy. And now we go, how can we change it? What kind of measure can we take to promote this resilience, to this capability to overcome the crisis as faster as you can? And there are numerous strategies to strengthen your resilience. For example, positive thoughts. We have maybe bad thoughts pattern in our subconscious, and we have to put them out. It will take time because I have to develop an optimistic outlook and focus on solution. But that will take time because the old pattern will try to overcome the new one. And with the time, the new one will up and the other one will go somewhere and it is not useful anymore. But you have to learn to work with yourself. This is the very difficult part of resilience and overcome the crisis, because you have to work with yourself. Don't expect that someone else will work and will do what you have to do for yourself. The second step is social support. Build a network that supports you in difficult times. Friends, family, because they are helping you and you are helping them. So it's an energetical group, because when you are having friends, that means you build the energy of a group. And if it's a higher energy of this group, that will bring you also high. When you are with a lower frequency, you go down, you have a crisis. Then we have to learn what is stress management. How many techniques do we have to practice? For example, is meditation. And I told you don't need to wait 8 hours and make Om. So you can take 10, 20 minutes maximum and have time to cool down, to go yourself, to listen inside of you. Then the second one is yoga. You don't have to take courses. Switch YouTube and start with the beginners, for example. Who is having a course is perfect. It's wonderful. No one is telling you not to do, but there is a solution and a concept for each type of person. Another solution is breathing exercises. We know when we breathe, we introduce oxygen in our body and help the process, the calming effect, and reduce the stress. I told you in this area, resilience means to work with yourself. You have now to set your own goals. Set achievable goals and manage it and say, done, done, done. Make the bed in the morning, half an hour work, and so on and so on. Small things. And work towards to the big ones, step by step. What happened in the crisis situation with ourselves, we lose this self-care. And you have to pay attention to your physical health through nutrition, exercise, and adequate sleep. We know all the time, if we lose someone we love, then you don't sleep, you eat a lot of shit, drink stupid things, and you don't sleep, and everything is out of balance. What you have to do is just take yourself in the corner and start a new discipline. Some of my clients are coming to me and we start little by little to go to this self-care discipline. This is very, very important. And now we go to this big word, crisis management and the resilience. Resilience is the capability to take the right management for the crisis, just to build up this resistance. And we see now that the resilience is closely linked to effective crisis management. Yes. And this is inside of you. You build your own resilience, your capability to take the right tool of crisis management and to go through and to overcome, go back to the high frequency. You have to take care of a risk assessment. You have to identify the potential risk and develop prevention strategies. So you know when, I don't know, your girlfriend is leaving you, that you go in a deep depression. You have to know how to prevent it and not to wait of a lot of people and so on and so on. Just learn to apply this stress management. Learn to know yourself, to know your weaknesses, and to avoid them. So you need reactivity. You need to create emergency plans, plan B, and ensure clear communication channels in crisis situation for yourself first. So no one knows you better than yourself. No one can manage yourself than you. And find in the end the sustainable solutions. So after a crisis, analyze the events to improve the future responses. So you are building up, and we take a look at the old people experience, that they are very calm in the strong situation and they are having the ability to manage it proper. So you have to take care of your behavior in crisis situation. It is very important to respond calmly. So we talk about this. Stay calm. Take time to regulate your emotion, breathe, meditate a little bit, take you out from the situation for a couple of minutes and see what you can do. And take informed decisions. Make your decisions based on the best available information you have. What is in this situation happened by person B, person A, person C, and you will find the proper solution to yourself. This is the most important thing. There is not a standard for the crisis situation. Here is the personality and the strengths and the ability of yourself to manage it in this situation. And it's also very important to accept help when the situation is hard. Do not hesitate to seek support from others. And what we haven't talked today is the energetic aspects. We are having energetic patterns and karmic points, which refer to the connection between your inner state and external influences. So everything which is around us, we are energetical beings. And the situation is coming because you are having some energetical patches on you and you have to work them out. Each crisis is coming to uplift you. But you have to learn how far, how quick, how efficient you can uplift yourself through this crisis. So the energetic patterns are also a part of this, the part of the energetical part of this crisis. And this describes how you respond energetically to stress and how your environment can influence your resilience. We have the karmic energetic patterns. This is from this life, from the past lives. And these things relate to the consequences of your actions and how they can affect your resilience. Some people say they are reacting like the mother or like the father. Yes, that means this karmic pattern hasn't been solved. And the first generation who is solving these things won't be repeated to the next one. So every decision has long-term impacts on your emotional and mental well-being. And we say, what is karma and resilience? Karma is the whole energetical bunch you are having in your DNA, in your energetical field. There is no standard for it, there is no scene, because we are not trained anymore to see this, to have the information for this. We know we came here without any information about our karmic energy. I won't say that, because it's positive and negative, and we don't know in this life which pattern will be activated and will bring us to go through a crisis and to evolve. So karma is closely related to the development of resilience. Yeah, that makes us stronger. Actions and consequences. So your choices and their effects on others influence your emotional balance. So be aware what you are thinking, what you are wishing, what you are talking, what kind of emotion you are transporting outside. Because the other people are having also a field and they feel your energy, your emotion. No one tells us about this. So learning processes from how to overcome. Resilience also means learning from experiences and optimizing your reactions. Yeah, you will grow more and more, and with the time, it won't be a crisis anymore. It will be a situation to manage because you have the experience, you have the strengthness to overcome it. And these approaches help to understand and develop resilience, leading to better management of crises and challenges. It is very important to continuously work on these skills and regularly reflect on yourself. So we talked about the situation, we talked how normally we can manage it, but we see it has something with our energetical imprint in our DNA, in our field, and we have to take care and to learn rapidly. So I'm here and I'm waiting for you. If you have any questions, please tell me which subject is very interesting for you. What crisis have you been and how can I support you? So dear all, I think it's the time to see something else this evening. And I close with my mantra, let the divine light bring you on the right path. See you next week.